Well, come back to Coin Cash King Information Channel, where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasure. Today, you're going to discover 4 Australian coins that could shock you right out of your seat. Some of those coins, if sitting unnoticed in your collection or pocket change, could be worthy. That's not a typo, and no, you don't need to be a millionaire to own one. You might already have it and not even known. We are about to uncover rare designs, mysterious mint errors, and stories that tie Australian history right into the palm of your hand. And trust me, every single coin we are about to explore hides a surprise that could leave you speechless. Now, before we jump into the first Australia 50 cent 2016, take a moment to look at your change jar, your dresser drawer, even that old coffee can in the garage, because racing to check if your coin matches one of these rare, mind-blowing finds now. I am ready when you are. Go ahead and send me the first coin picture or details, and I will start crafting its story with all the drama value and excitement pocketed in. Now take a closer look at this coin. At first glance, it looks like any regular Australian coin. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of Australian collectible coins, and our spotlight shines on one of the most intriguing and sought-after pieces in recent times, the 2016 Australian 50 cent coin. At first glance, it may look like just another piece of change you'd carry in your pocket, but the truth is, this particular coin, especially with its unique yellow dot patterns on both the front and back, has become a standout in the numismatic community. Collectors from across the world are chasing after it, and its rarity and value. To truly understand why this coin has achieved such recognition, we need to step back and explore its history and background. The Australian 50 cent coin has always been an icon since it was first introduced in 1966. Over the decades, it has been used to commemorate important milestones, national achievements, and cultural moments that represent the spirit of Australia. The 2016 issue falls within this proud tradition, yet it is far from ordinary. By this time, the Royal Australian Mint had already established a reputation for striking coins that not only serve as legal tender, but also as historical artifacts and collectors' treasures. The 2016 50 cent piece, with its age now showing signs of natural toning and unique coloration, carries with it a decade of history, use, and survival that elevates its story far beyond everyday currency. What makes this coin truly unique are its standout features. On the front side, the presence of more yellow-toned dots gives it a distinct character, almost as if the coin has developed a personality of its own over the years. Meanwhile, the backside displays fewer yellow dots, creating a striking contrast that makes this coin visually appealing to collectors who look for originality and distinctiveness. These small but noticeable features are exactly what make this 2016 piece different from countless others. And in the world of coin collecting, differences like this can mean everything. They create individuality, rarity, and desirability, which together make the coin shine even brighter in the eyes of serious enthusiasts. Now, when we talk about rarity, it's important to recognize just how much condition plays a role in determining collector demand. The 2016 Australian 50 cent coin we are discussing today is in very fine condition. That means it has maintained much of its original detail, its surfaces are still clear, and despite its age, it has not been overly worn down. Coins like this don't just appear in circulation every day, and when collectors notice such a piece with a blend of strong preservation and unique toning features, the demand naturally skyrockets. Rarity is not only about how many coins were minted, but also about how many have survived in collectible condition, and this coin clearly stands out in that regard. This naturally brings us to the exciting part, its current market value. The true worth of this coin in today's auction and collector markets is much higher. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for the unique characteristics and the rarity of this coin. Depending on the buyer, condition, and competitive demand, its value can rise to $809,000 and, in certain bidding scenarios, even more. What truly drives this value upward is the combination of fine preservation, unique toning with those yellow dots, and the increasing awareness among collectors that pieces like this simply don't stay on the market for long. For collectors who are either beginners or experienced, there are a few valuable tips to keep in mind when it comes to coins like the 2016 Australian 50 cent. First and foremost, always handle your coin with care, avoiding unnecessary contact that could add scratches or marks. Proper storage and protective sleeves or coin capsules can preserve the coin's fine condition for many more years to come. Another important point is to stay updated with auction results and collector forums, because markets shift, and keeping track of demand ensures you never underestimate the true worth of your coin. And finally, never rush into selling a coin like this. The value of rare Australian 50-cent pieces tends to increase over time, and patience is often rewarded with higher returns. As we conclude this journey into the 2016 Australian 50-cent coin, it becomes clear why this coin has captured so much attention and admiration. It is not just about metal and design, but about history, uniqueness, rarity, and the story it tells. From its striking yellow tone patterns to its preserved fine condition, this coin is a shining example of how everyday currency can transform into a highly desirable collectible with impressive market value. For collectors, it represents opportunity. For enthusiasts, it represents pride. And for anyone who holds one, it represents a piece of Australian history that is only growing more valuable as time passes. So, the next time you come across a 2016 Australian 50-cent coin, don't just see it as pocket change. See it as a treasure with a story, a coin that has proven itself to be rare, beautiful, and valuable in the modern collector's market. This is one of those coins that demonstrates how passion for numismatics continues to thrive, and how something so small can hold such immense importance. To like and subscribe my channel. Next, Queen number 2. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of Australian currency with a very special focus on one of the most sought-after coins in the market, the 1980 Australian 50-cent piece. This coin is not just another piece of metal. It's a symbol of heritage, artistry, and collectible value. And if you're lucky enough to have one, especially in a condition as impressive as the one we'll discuss today, you could be holding on to a treasure worth a significant amount of money in today's auction market. So stay tuned, because in this video, we'll explore its history, its features, its rarity, and why it's in such high demand among collectors around the world. The 50-cent coin has long been a cornerstone of Australian currency, first introduced in 1966, during the shift to decimalization. By 1980, the coin had already gained a strong place in Australian life, becoming one of the most recognized and used denominations. The 1980 issue stands out because it was part of a period when coinage was evolving both in mintage style and collector interest. This was a time when Australia was balancing modernity with tradition, and coins like the 1980 50 cent served as everyday money while also growing in prestige within collector circles. Over the years, coins from this era, particularly the 1980 edition, have become symbols of both historical importance and financial value. The 1980 Australian 50-cent coin carries a design that is instantly recognizable and deeply symbolic. On the obverse side, you'll find the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, crafted with precision and reflecting Australia's ties to the Commonwealth. On the reverse side, the intricate Australian coat of arms shines with detail, featuring the kangaroo and the emu, two national icons that cannot walk backwards, representing progress and forward momentum. What makes this particular coin unique is not only its design, but also its striking durability and eye-catching presence. Even when aged, many 1980 coins display rich toning, character, and sometimes yellowish stains that give them a distinctive patina, making each coin feel like a one-of-a-kind artifact. For collectors, those natural age marks are not flaws, but rather badges of authenticity and history. Now let's talk about rarity and demand. While the 1980 50 cent had a healthy mintage for circulation, finding one in very fine condition today is becoming increasingly difficult. Coins that have survived the test of time without losing their sharp details despite showing natural aging marks are highly valued. Collectors actively seek out coins from this year because of their connection to an important era in Australian numismatics. Every year that passes makes these coins scarcer in well-preserved condition, and that scarcity translates directly into demand. Auction markets frequently highlight 1980 coins, and bidding wars can break out when a particularly appealing piece comes up for sale. The growing interest in Australian coinage from both domestic and international buyers only amplifies their value. So what is this coin worth today? In very fine condition with its natural age marks and distinct character, the 1980 50 cent can command an impressive $611,000 in the auction market. While prices fluctuate depending on demand and individual coin appearance, Many examples have been known to reach substantial amounts, often exceeding what casual collectors might expect. When auctioneers describe these coins, they highlight their rarity, their preservation, and their historical importance, all of which push the final hammer price higher. In today's marketplace, the 1980 Australian 50 cent is not just considered a piece of change, it is viewed as a collectible asset, a small but significant investment that grows more valuable year after year. If you are looking to add a 1,980 50 cent to your collection, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. First, always evaluate the condition carefully. Look for coins with strong details on both the obverse and reverse, even if they show some natural toning or yellow staining. These features often add character and prove authenticity. Second, consider purchasing from reputable dealers or auctions where the coin's quality and authenticity are guaranteed. Finally, be prepared to hold on to your coin long term. The demand for Australian 50 cent pieces continues to grow, and with every passing year, coins like the 1980 edition become more valuable. Patience and preservation are key to maximizing your investment. In conclusion, the 1980 Australian 50 cent coin is far more than a piece of currency. It's a collector's dream representing history, artistry, and financial value. With its striking design, its increasing rarity, and its strong presence in today's auction market, this coin has cemented itself as a highly desirable treasure. If you own one in very fine condition, you should be proud to have such a gem in your collection. And if you're looking to acquire one, now's the perfect time to make that move, because as demand continues to rise, so too does its value. The 1980 50 cent truly embodies the phrase, small coin, big value. Next, queen number 3. In today's video, we are going to dive into one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after treasures in the world of numismatics. The Australian 50 cent coin from 1984. A coin that has captured the attention of serious collectors and investors alike. This particular piece, with its front side showing unique yellow tones blended with black shadowing, along with visible scratch markings that add to its vintage character, and its backside carrying a distinguished black shadow from age, stands out as a rare collectible in very fine condition. More than just a coin, it represents history, craftsmanship, and today, significant monetary value in the auction market. So if you're a collector or even just curious about the hidden gems in old currency, this is a video you'll want to watch until the very end. To understand why this coin is so important, we need to look back at its history and background. The Australian 50 cent coin was first introduced in 1966, following the changeover from the pound system to the decimal system. However, the 1984 issue carries its own special weight in Australian coinage history. The mid-1980s was a period of transition in Australia's economy, and coins minted during this era often reflected not only the artistry of the Royal Australian Mint, but also the practical resilience of the nation's circulating currency. The 50 cent coin of 1984 retained the iconic dodecagonal shape and was struck in copper-nickel alloy, featuring on its reverse the striking Australian coat of arms, while the obverse carried the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. But what makes the coin we're discussing today so remarkable is the way age, preservation, and unique surface details have transformed it into a truly rare specimen that far surpasses ordinary circulation coins. When we talk about unique features, the 1984 Australian 50 cent coin we are highlighting today has several that make it stand out in the collector's market. The front surface has developed a remarkable yellow hue, accompanied by distinctive black shadowing. These naturally occurring features, combined with the presence of scratches that showcase its journey through time, give the coin a distinct personality. On the reverse side, the black shadowing from age enhances its vintage charm, and despite these aging effects, the coin remains in very fine condition, a balance that is highly valued by collectors. It is these qualities that transform the coin from a simple piece of metal into a one-of-a-kind artifact, impossible to duplicate and highly desirable for display in any serious collection. Rarity and demand are the lifeblood of coin collecting, and this 1984 Australian 50 cent coin checks both boxes with confidence. While millions of coins were minted during that year, very few have survived the passage of time with such distinct and eye-catching aging features. Collectors are not only looking for coins that are preserved, but also those that tell a story, those that carry a unique identity, and those that cannot be found in ordinary circulation. A coin with black and yellow shading, fine scratches, and aged toning that has settled into the metal is a rarity that sparks competition among collectors. And because it is graded in very fine condition, it stands out in the marketplace as a true investment-grade coin, one that will only increase in demand as time moves forward. Now let's talk about what really excites both collectors and investors, the current market value in dollars. The 1984 Australian 50-cent coin, in the kind of condition and uniqueness we're discussing today, can fetch surprisingly high values in the auction market. Depending on buyer demand and the visibility of its rare features, coins like this have been known to reach into the $899,000. What makes this particular coin especially attractive is the fact that it embodies both rarity and aesthetic appeal, making it highly liquid in the marketplace. Collectors are not only willing to pay a premium for coins that are rare, but also for those that carry unique shadowing and character marks that can't be duplicated. Today, such a coin is considered a valuable asset, and its demand in auctions continues to remain high, showing no sign of slowing down. For collectors who are eager to own a piece like this, there are some important tips to keep in mind. First, always ensure you are purchasing from a trusted source, whether it be through a reputable auction house, a licensed coin dealer, or a certified numismatic marketplace. Second, make sure the coin is evaluated under proper grading standards so you know you're getting genuine quality. And third, remember that coins like this are not only collectibles, they are long-term investments. Protecting the coin in a proper holder, minimizing handling, and preserving it in a controlled environment can safeguard its value for years to come. Adding such a coin to your collection isn't just about owning a piece of currency. It's about acquiring a piece of Australian heritage that will continue to grow in demand. In conclusion, the 1,984 Australian 50-cent coin, with its extraordinary yellow and black shadowing, fine scratches on the obverse, aged black toning on the reverse, and its very fine condition, is truly a standout piece in today's numismatic market. It combines history, artistry, rarity, and financial value in one remarkable coin. Collectors worldwide are recognizing the importance of securing such treasures while they're still available, and the market reflects the ever-growing appetite for coins of this caliber. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey in numismatics, this coin represents the type of opportunity that doesn't come around often. If you ever come across one like it, consider yourself fortunate, because you're holding not just a coin, but a valuable piece of history with a future full of potential. Next, Queen number 4, where we explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins that are making waves in today's collector's market. In this video, we are diving deep into the story of one of the most intriguing and highly sought-after coins in Australian numismatics, the Australia 50-cent coin from the year 1996, a piece that has captured the attention of coin enthusiasts worldwide. With its fine preservation, historical charm, and growing rarity, this coin is proving to be a prized treasure, commanding big dollar value in today's auction market. So let's unfold the journey of this coin and see why it's considered such a gem. The story of the Australian 50-cent coin begins in 1966, when Australia first switched to decimal currency. From the start, the 50-cent coin has carried enormous significance, both culturally and historically. While earlier issues gained fame for their unique designs and minting stories, the 1996 edition holds a special place in the collector's world. This was a period when Australia was not only modernizing but also making efforts to preserve the national identity through currency design. Every detail on the coin from this year carries meaning, and its survival in very fine condition today makes it an attractive piece for collectors who understand the importance of both age and authenticity. What makes the 1996 Australia 50-cent coin so unique is its combination of artistry and endurance. The obverse of the coin features the dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a timeless reminder of Australia's strong ties to its monarchy. On the reverse side, the Australian coat of arms is boldly presented, symbolizing unity, heritage, and pride. The coin is struck in cupro nickel, which gives it durability and a rich metallic shine that still glimmers even after decades. Collectors are particularly fascinated by how coins from this period carry the strength of craftsmanship while also bearing subtle historical nuances that differentiate them from other issues. When you hold this coin, you're holding a piece of Australian identity that has stood the test of time. Rarity plays a massive role in determining the coin's desirability, and the 1996 Australia 50-cent coin shines brightly in this regard. Over the years, many of these coins were circulated heavily, leading to wear and damage, which makes finding one in very fine condition increasingly difficult. That's where the real value emerges. A coin that has aged gracefully, showing only natural signs of time while maintaining its clarity and details, instantly stands out in the collector's market. The fewer the high-quality examples available, the higher the demand grows. Today, collectors are constantly on the lookout for 1996 issues that remain well-preserved, and it is this scarcity that makes the coin so exciting to own. Now, when it comes to today's auction market, the Australia 50-cent 1996 coin is commanding impressive attention. In very fine condition, these coins are fetching strong bids and generating enthusiasm among seasoned collectors and newcomers alike. With the numismatic market becoming more competitive, coins like this one are not just pieces of metal, but valuable investments that hold the potential to increase in worth over time. The dollar value in the current market is consistently climbing, as collectors understand that once these coins are gone from circulation and locked into collections, the chance to acquire them becomes even slimmer. It's not just a purchase, it's a long-term asset with historical and financial significance. For collectors interested in adding this piece to their treasure chest, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. Always pay close attention to the coin's condition, as even minor details like the shine, sharpness of the design, and absence of major flaws can significantly boost its value. Networking with trusted coin dealers and joining reputable numismatic communities can open doors to finding authentic pieces while avoiding counterfeits. And perhaps the most crucial advice is to treat the coin not just as an investment, but as a piece of living history. Protect it, cherish it, and understand the cultural story it represents, because that is what will make it all the more rewarding in the long run. As we wrap up, the 1996 Australia 50-cent coin stands as a symbol of history, craftsmanship, and rarity. It's more than just currency, it's a testament to Australia's heritage and a golden opportunity for collectors to secure a piece of value that continues to rise in demand. Owning one of these coins in very fine condition is not just about holding wealth in your hands, but also about being part of a larger story that connects past and present. If you come across this coin, consider yourself lucky because you're holding a treasure that the world of collectors deeply admires and pursues. So, whether you're a passionate numismatist or someone just beginning to explore the fascinating hobby of coin collecting, remember that coins like the Australia 50 cent from 1996 are the true gems that transform a collection into a legacy. Stay tuned for more videos where we uncover the stories and values behind the world's rarest coins. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep up with our journey into the world of treasures.